The Ripon Tigers Sports Network welcomes you to another broadcast of Ripon Tigers Sports on the Ripon Channel, 987, plus 93.1 FM and AM 1600, WRPN The Wave. And good evening and welcome to a Friday night of boys high school basketball as the Ripon Tigers will host the Plymouth Panthers. From the Bob Lakuski Enterprises broadcasting bench with longtime friend Marty Ernzer, I'm Lynn Krause. And we are glad to have you along here tonight for this Friday night conference matchup from the East Central Conference. Checking over the records for you, the Ripon Tigers overall are 4-15. They're 1-7 in conference. And Marty will correct me if I'm wrong. Plymouth is 8-10 overall, and in the conference they are 4-3. Both schools, their last games, they did lose. The Tigers, a tough one on Tuesday to Winneconne, 57-55. And earlier this week, Plymouth lost to Martin Luther Prep, 78-72. And Marty, talking about the Tigers here, Monday they had a great game, a tip-in at the last second, game winner to win it. Very close again on Tuesday that they ended up getting beat. And it's almost like they're this close to just, turning it around and being a 500 or better team.
And what you're describing is when coaches talk about their respective teams, figuring out to be more consistent about how to close out a game. And you're right, it's because Coach Steve Brooks will tell you there's been about 4 games this year that they've lost on the short end of it, and had they figured out how to close out, their record might be closer to a 500, if not better, record in conference. That's how detailed that is.
And Tuesday is probably a perfect example. I wasn't able to do the game on Tuesday, but you did. But you lose by 2 points, and there must have been a swing in there somewhere where the Tigers either could have or should have taken the lead and held it.
Good point, Lynn.
Yeah.
And it doesn't get any easier tonight with this crew coming in. You talked about losing to Martin Luther, the Panthers of Plymouth, earlier in the week. Yeah, they were up by 9 on Martin Luther at the half and got outscored by 15 in the closing second half. So they're going to be an angry nest of Hornets, as I always refer to a team coming off of a loss sometimes. Hopefully Ripon can reach that. Ripon goes shorthanded tonight, though, unfortunately.
And we'll have more on that.
Yep.
And right now, Marty, you are able to spend a couple of minutes with the head coach of the Tigers, Steve Brooks. And let's take a couple of minutes now and listen to that interview.
Here in the Ripon Tiger Den, it's the junior varsity game early in the second half. Panthers are in front of the Tigers, as usual now this season. Joining me is head coach of the Ripon boys varsity program, Steve Brooks. Coach, welcome.
Thanks.
The last time I spoke with you, we did a lot of games, boys and girls, it seems, this week. It was just a couple nights ago. The Wolves came in. And it was a hotly contested game all the way down to the wire. You guys just came up short by a deuce.
Yeah, we put ourselves in a spot where we had a chance within a possession at the end again for what seems like the 5th or 6th time this season, but came up short. But again, made some progress. Some kids stepped up and did some things, so something to build on.
Yeah. And then tonight with another conference game, Panthers are coming in here. I noticed looking at just the scoring for that team, they got like 3 guys that can give you they average around that 10-point per game kind of thing. And we talked about that earlier in the year. Do you want a Riley Brooks when you're facing a team that we can kind of control this guy a little bit, keep below his average, versus maybe 3 to 4 guys that can come at you?
Yeah, they're tough. I mean, they're big, as their JV team is huge too. So they got size, they're skilled, and you're right. They average 13, 10, a couple guys at 9, 8 points, and that's tough. That's tough to prepare for. and Tim does a great job. They're well coached. They're, by his standards, they've lost some games, and so they're not where he would like them to be. But they're a very good team, so we're gonna have our hands full.
Okay, I see they lost. Interesting. They were playing non-conference just the other night against Martin Luther.
Yep.
They had a 9-point lead at the half. Ended up getting outscored by 15 in the second half. So I hope they don't try to take it out on your guys. Speaking of your guys, Coach, you're running a little thin tonight.
Yeah, we've got the sick bug kind of hit us a little bit this week. So
okay,
we got Alex and Spencer are home for the last couple of days. So, chance for guys to step up and make plays, and we'll make the best of it.
Okay, all right. And then after this, we're going to see you. It's Friday. We're going to see you next week again as well, or does that you go to Berlin?
We don't go to Berlin until the 15th, so we get some time to get away from the gym a bit. And
okay, so we'll be doing the girls' game. I'll see you in the gym Monday.
Sure.
Amro comes to town. Once again, Coach, good luck tonight, and I'll see you Monday.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot.
Be well. And Lynn Krause will be joining us shortly for the player introductions of this conference contest between Plymouth and Ripon.
And welcome back to the Ripon High School gym before our game between Ripon and Plymouth. Again, we want to thank Coach Steve Brooks for taking the time to talk to Marty with a little pregame. We also want to thank our sponsors who are making our broadcast possible here tonight, and they include the Horicon Bank. Celebrating 125 years of community banking, the natural choice to help with your financial growth, helping make secure financial decisions for the long-term stability of you and your family. Horicon Bank, the natural choice, member FDIC. Make the long drive this season with confidence all year long. Get ready for your next road trip with Goodyear tires from Cliffs Tire and Battery, West Fond du Lac Street in Ripon. And drive your favorite teams to the game with Lamers Bus Lines. Lamers is now hiring school bus drivers with great pay, flexible schedules, complete driver training, and a bonus up to $1,500. Apply in person or at golamers.com/careers. And Edward Jones, investing, self-service is no service. You talk, we listen in person. Call Greg Dragalovich, 748-5118, or Shad Horton, 748-2576. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Time now for another quick break, and we'll be back with more on the Ripon Tigers Sports Network. And welcome back to the Ripon High School gym as the Tigers and the Panthers are just about ready to tip things off. Going to the starting lineup right now for the Panthers, and the Tigers will be next. For the Panthers, it's Jake Steinhardt, a 6'5 senior, Kellen Mella, a 6'3 senior, Jeb Knights, a 6'9 senior, Ethan DeMunk, 6'1 junior, and Mason Brill Meerdink, a 6'4 senior. Talking about some height on the Panther team, that is for sure. The Tigers, as Marty mentioned, are going to be a little short-handed tonight. Marty, can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, Spencer Schultz And I believe Alex Mansell are out tonight. They're not even suited up. They're at home. They're both ill. And so not a particularly good timing to be taking on such a formidable opponent like this. In fact, looking at the size difference, I'm reminded of the Hickories and Hoosiers at the state tournament taking on those battleships from Indianapolis.
Well, it's not often at this level you find a 6'9" kid that Plymouth has, that's for sure.
Other than that's what they said when Kyle Wiggs played for Ripon.
Yeah, well, that was 50 years ago at least. So.
At least.
Anyway, the Panthers get the tip. Running down the Tigers, it's Riley Brooks, Cole Burdick, Kai Egamite, Henry Willett, Brandon Carlson. So that's the starting five for the Tigers. Plymouth will start off with a shot, a three, no good by Ethan DeMonk. Our friend Cole Burdick gets the rebound, hands it off to Riley Brooks, and Brooks brings it across the timeline. Over here now to Egamite.
You're going to need Burdick tonight. I'd like to see Egamite get more boards above his season average.
Willett, Burdick in the left corner. There's Riley Brooks. Free throw line left, dives to the basket on the left side. He takes a shot, but it hits the side of the backboard. It goes out of bounds. It was knocked away by Plymouth, so Ripon gets the ball back.
Yeah, I think it came off his hand weird, or maybe it was blocked. I wasn't sure.
So Riley will inbound it underneath the basket left side. Still looking. He's going to have to go out on top, but running it down is Henry Willett. It was a challenge there as a Plymouth player was right there as well.
Yeah, hitting the safety valve isn't supposed to be that difficult.
It was that time.
Somebody forgot to tell Plymouth.
But Riley Brooks will get it, hands it off to Carlson. Carlson to Burdick. Burdick back to the left side, Willett on the wing. Here's Brooks with it, top of the key. He faked the shot, and it goes passes to the right side by Carlson, but getting an arm out there was Plymouth, Ethan DeMonk.
Good defense once Riley Brooks picked up that dribble.
We're a minute into the first half, and the inbound goes to Henry Willett. So he's got it. Going to the right side, driving to the basket, dumps off to Egamite, right corner. One dribble, stops. Burdick to Willett, drives to the left side and the baseline, shot up no good. Burdick gets the offensive rebound though, goes to Egamite. He drives to the basket, right side, off the glass, no good. Burdick fighting for the rebound, but coming away with it was Jake Steinhardt.
Boy, Burdick has just played himself into a starting role.
Here's a three quickly by Steinhardt for the Panthers, no good. Oh, and Carlson had the ball, but he put it out there and it was stolen by Plymouth. So Plymouth gets it back. Here's a quick three again. This one is no good off the glass. Riley Brooks gets the rebound. It's a 2-on-1. He stops at the free throw line and swish it down it goes.
First points of the game.
Tigers up 2-zip, 16-11.
Burdick doing a good job both ends on the rebounding.
Ripon almost stole the ball, and Plymouth goes around the circle into the left corner. A shot is three is no good. Riley Brooks gets the rebound.
Interesting, hey, the size of Plymouth, yet they're all settling for threes.
Yeah, Jeff Knights, he's 6'9", and he's taking a three. Now, Riley Brooks takes a shot at the free throw line. It's no good, but the rebound is by Willett. He gets it over to Egamite, who takes a shot on the left. It's no good. Plymouth gets the rebound, and here they come. So it's quickly for Plymouth into the right corner. Looked as a three, but Plymouth kind of passing the ball on the outside. They're on the left side now over by Mella. Mella goes back here to DeMonk into the right corner. Posting up, turning around, and a shot is no good. It's blocked, Egamite, and that's going to be Mason Brill Meerdink, but he finally gets one to go.
Yeah, Burdick, good job with the block, but he never was able to gain possession to get the board.
2-2, 15-10 in the first half. Brooks, wing right side, dribbling, going to take a long three off the back of the rim, no good. Egamite gets the rebound. Brooks comes in again, and this time he gets the pass from Egamite, and he makes it.
They say long shots, long rebounds. It's worked in Ripon's favor early on.
It has. Here's a turnaround, and posting in the lane is Brill Meerdink. Missed it. Yep. Burdick the rebound to Brooks, wing left side. And Brooks has it, dribbling, setting things up. By the way, I almost said Pittsburgh. Plymouth is in the man-to-man defense. They're both Panthers, by the way, right?
Yeah, it both starts with a P.
And so here's Egamite posting up left side. Now he turns and faces the basket, takes the shot, no good. Rebound comes out of there to Plymouth. Quickly the other way down is DeMonk.
Egamite did not shoot well against Winneconne either. Short on the iron in most of those.
And that one was just a little long. So now it's Plymouth the other way as mentioned. Steinhardt has it. He's going to go to the 6'9" kid, Knights. Back to Steinhardt. He's going to shoot a three, and it's off the back of the rim. No good, but a nice offensive rebound by Brill Meerdink. It missed. Burdick the rebound outlet to Brooks. Brooks takes a 3 left side. That's no good. It bounces off hard, and Burdick runs down the rebound for the Tigers.
Yeah, I think that's about his 21st rebound already for Burdick.
Doing well. Okay, Willett, he's going to take a 3 on a pass from Carlson, and it's good. Henry Willett.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
7-2 Tigers. 13:35 remains in the first half. A drive to the basket for Plymouth is no good, and guess what? Burdick got the rebound. Outlet to Brooks. Brooks takes it all the way to the basket. He lays it up and in, and he draws a foul.
Ripon off to a good start. I talked about how Agamite he had an off shooting night against Winter County. Willett did as well. So to see Henry get that first 3 that he attempted, good sign.
Caleb Hopp is coming in now for Burdick. And as mentioned, Brooks made the shot. He's got 6 points. The foul, by the way, was on Kellen Mella. His team's first. 13:28 remains in the first half. Free throws good. So 7 points now for Brooks. It's a 10-2 Ripon lead. And now Plymouth quickly the other way, passing the ball on the outside. Looking around, a new player in is Andrew Miller for Plymouth. Driving into the lane, but then passing it back out was Steinhardt. It goes around in circles here. Steinhardt has it again, this time on the left wing. Cross court into the right corner, back to the top of the key. This is going to be Miller again. He goes to Steinhardt for a 3 left side. That one's good.
Yeah, he lined that up just like a putt.
Jake Steinhardt for 3. 10-5 Tigers. Carlson has it now. In front of us, right at the Ripon sign is. Gets it off to Brooks, top of the key. Brooks with his back to the basket, turns around. Now he shoots a 3, and it's off the front of the rim, no good. Fighting for the rebound, saving it from out of bounds was a Panther who gets it quickly the other way to Jacques, who takes a shot. That's Jacques.
Not a smart shot.
And it's no good. And running down the rebound was Agamite. The outlet to Brooks, he's got it. Brooks left side, he's going to drive to the basket, tries to dump it off, but it was touched by a Panther off the glass, and then Plymouth picked it back up. So Steinhardt has it now. On the other end, he drives into the lane, going to take a shot. Nice, that's a pretty shot by Jake Steinhardt.
Yeah, he leads the team in scoring, about 13 a game.
He's got 5. It's now 10-7. Ripon, last 5 points by the Panthers.
That last time, that drive by Brooks, sliced and tried to get to the rim, he should have stopped and popped. Easy for me to say.
So now it's Brandon Carlson who got the ball from Willett. He's at the top of the key dribbling. Boy, they're holding Brooks there. No call on that. Yeah, unreal. Now Brooks takes an extra long 3 off the front of the rim. No good. And it was rebounded by the Panthers. They're going to hand it off to Jake Steinhardt. He comes up. He's going to the right side. And he stops, turns, faces the basket. Shot good.
Too easy.
You know, he reminds, they're almost identical players, Steinhardt and Brooks. They really are.
Yeah, very relaxed shot, very calm.
So Steinhardt has 7, matches Brooks, who has 7. 10-9 now. Oh, now a steal by the Panthers, and it's a steal and land by Andrew Miller, and that's 2 points. And now all of a sudden it was a 10-2 Ripon lead. Now it's 11-10 Plymouth.
Well, hopefully that'll be the last theft we see like that. In that you're passing east-west, and great job by the defender laying in the weeds and caught Ripon literally flat-footed.
And there's a timeout on the floor, 11-11 remaining in the first half. Some of our sponsors include the Heidel House. Chef Nick and Chef Ryan of the premier restaurant Oakwood in Heidel House in Green Lake invite you to come indulge yourself with their homemade breads, butters, and rich scratch soups that will warm your stomach and heart. That's Oakwood Bar and Restaurant in the Heidel House of Green Lake. Hillside Dental Associates in Ripon has been offering a complete range of premium dental care for over 35 years. That care includes preventative hygiene, cosmetic and restorative procedures, along with Invisalign and sedation dentistry. The Butsine March and Funeral Home of Ripon is a proud sponsor of Ripon Sports, serving local families with grace and compassion since 1896. And also, Fortify Bank has grown in Wisconsin. One person, one business, and one relationship at a time. Visit fortifybank.com to see how banking locally is a win for you and our community. Member FDIC. Well, Plymouth putting on a little press now against the Tigers, but it's a man-to-man press, so Willett gets the ball, and he quickly runs it across the timeline. His pass is a high floater to Caleb Hopp. Hopp is going to drive to the basket, stops, fake, shot up, no good, gets his own rebound, shot up again, good!
That's huge. That's huge for Hopp. If Hopp takes a mean pill tonight, that's going to be sorely needed.
Good aggressive play by Caleb Hopp.
Exactly.
Now it looks like the Tigers have gone into their zone. The shot is a 3 by Miller, no good. Riley Brooks gets the rebound left side. He's hustling down that side into the corner.
The push.
And he did get pushed. Yes, he did by Jacquat. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's Jacquat.
And Jonathan Menchow has also went for the Tigers coming off of that timeout by Ripon.
The foul on the Panthers is the second team foul. Cole Burdick is back in the game. He gets the inbound from Riley Brooks, does a reverse, but he did miss it. And the rebound comes off here to Steinhardt for Plymouth. Tigers have the lead back, now 12-11. Steinhardt into the lane, free throw line, dips it back here to Jacquat, over to Miller. Jacquat, Steinhardt with a 3, left side. Guess what? That's good.
No, Willett's going to have to make him put it on the floor. You've seen 3 of those.
And he's got 10 points, and we're only halfway into the first half. 10 out of their 14. 14-12, Plymouth. Riley Brooks took it across the timeline. He stopped in the corner and got double teamed. I'm not sure why he stopped, but
it was exactly drawn up. When you're running a half-court trap and you got the ball on the sideline versus in the middle of the court, as soon as you recognize they're putting a half-court trap in, get the ball to the middle because they're going to trap the corners.
Well, it worked out okay as
he threw it off their leg.
He did, yeah.
Smart move.
But generally, I'm surprised he stopped. Maybe he just heard something or saw something different. Not quite sure. But regardless, the Tigers have the ball. And here's a shot up from the free throw line left side by Jonathan Menchow. No good. Very close. Rebound now off to Plymouth. Plymouth goes to Steinhardt again for a 3. This time it's short. Rebound to Brooks, left side. He's going to come up. Tigers trail by 2. 9:35 remaining in the first half. So Riley Brooks will have it. Now he's going to go to the right side over to Carlson. Carlson's on that wing. He goes into the corner. That's Egamite. Egamite with a couple of dribbles, stops, goes over to Menchow. Menchow to Burdick. Give and go. Menchow in the left corner now to Carlson. Carlson to Riley Brooks on the wing, left side. Makes a fake. He's going to take a long shot. Looks in and out. Nice rebound. Egamite up and in.
That's the cat that we need to get about 8 boards out of tonight.
So we're back to tied. 14-14.
Beautiful weak side board by Kai.
So Plymouth now. Steinhardt. He's going to go left side. Drives to the basket. Nice reverse play. That kid's good.
Yeah, and it's so smooth when he does it, which is always a sign of a good athlete.
Jake Steinhardt, senior at 6'5". So at 16-14 Plymouth. Riley Brooks wing right side. He's going to drive into the corner. Take it to the hoop. Shot is up with the left hand. Oh, in and out. But Burdick gets the rebound, and he lost it. He wanted to pass it back to Brooks.
Yeah, you got to calm, pivot under pressure.
So now Plymouth the other way. Riley Brooks steals a pass, but he couldn't control it. Goes out of bounds.
Good hands. When you run that zone, they always talk about high hands. If there's ever an opponent when you're running 2-3 zone, you run high hands, it's against a high team.
So it will be Plymouth's ball underneath their basket, right side. Inbounding is going to be Dylan Sass, 5'11" junior for the Panthers. And he's going to inbound it to Steinhardt. Steinhardt back to the basket. We're going to fake the shot, but dumps it out for a 3. That's good. That is Ethan DeMunk for a 3. So now it's 19-14 Panthers. 8:15 remaining in the first half. Riley Brooks brings it up for Ripon.
Got to hang it close. They lost by 14 earlier in the year on the 17th of December in Plymouth.
Here is Willett. He's got it. Top of the key. Dribbling around. Cole Burdick, wing. Oh, give and go, but Willett wasn't looking for the pass.
No. So what Ripon does, they're running 4 across. You see that in their half-court offense, and then the ball on top. And they're looking to set some screens and then trying to get a one-on-one situation.
So it's a turnover, and it goes back to Plymouth. So they're going around in circles till it goes to the left corner. The shot is up, no good by Alex Ames. Cole Burdick with another rebound for Ripon.
He's a machine. He's doing his Bumby imitation.
The outlet to Riley Brooks, who takes a 3. In and out, no good. Rebound to Plymouth. Here they go. A guy was cheating the other end. Lays it up and in, and a long pass to Kellen Mella.
Celtic fast break right there.
So now it's 21-14, 7:25 remaining in the first half. The Panthers with the lead. Ripon needs a basket desperately.
They do.
Here's a three by Willett. No good. Goes out of bounds. Egamite tries to save it, but no luck.
I thought it landed out of bounds right away.
It was
What
close.
do you think? No?
It was close. My eyes aren't as good as they were 35 years ago.
Well,
so
mine are.
sure.
That's why I wear glasses.
Plymouth, long pass the other way for a three. It's no good from the right side by DeMunk. The teams are fighting for the rebound, and Plymouth knocked it out of bounds.
Yeah, Burdick almost had another board.
He was there, but he just couldn't hang on to it, but Plymouth knocked it out of his hands. Now the inbound, it's not a very good pass. And the pass went to half court, and it was knocked out of bounds by Ripon. They couldn't hang on to it, so it's a turnover.
Come to the ball.
So when you're on the end line, those long passes usually don't work in the double teams, and that's what happened there.
No, not with the press like that.
Yeah. Yep. All right, so Plymouth has it, looking to extend their lead. It's Alex Ames with the ball. He's the shortest kid on the floor at 5'8". So here we go. This is Kellen Mella with it. Left corner for the Panthers. Couple of dribbles, going back out. Mella has it. Going to be dribbling. Steinhardt is out of the game right now. So it would behoove the Tigers to make some hay here. But Plymouth hanging onto the ball, drive to the basket. They bring it back out. Open three is good. Alex Ames off the bench hits one.
Now I understand. I made the comment early in the game where they were shooting threes given their size.
The lead has increased to 10, 24-14.
Critical mass here for the Tigers. You got to keep it single digits at halftime.
And to think Ripon led this game once 10-2. Wow, outscored 22-4. All right, here's Carlson posting up to Riley Brooks, who drives to the hoop on the left side. After he got the ball, he drew a foul. It's going to be just the third team foul, so no free throw. The foul is going to be on
his second.
Kellen Mella, his second. Yeah, and the third team is mentioned. Okay.
Mella's one of their better players for sure. Averages about 9 a game.
So a couple of subs coming back. Jeb Knights, the 6'9" dude for Plymouth, he's back in. Also Jake Steinhardt, he's also in. He's a dude at 6'9", let me tell you. Riley Brooks, a three on the left side, no good. Nice rebound by Willett. It did come off the board hard. He rebounded that around the free throw line, but regardless, he got the rebound, and Ripon gets a second chance. Here's Egamite, left corner, shot, good! Kai Egamite.
Now if you could put together a miss here and to go back and score again.
There's that Burdick kid. Yeah. I'm telling you, great defense. Knocked the ball away on a bounce pass.
Yeah, it was. Hustle.
Now Brandon Carlson quickly the other way. He's going to drive into the lane. Tries to shoot one up. No good. Did not get a foul. Rebound by Brill Meerdink for the Panthers. Here's Steinhardt. Jake Steinhardt goes to the left corner. That Steinhardt has mentioned he has 12 points already. There's another steal that Burdick was a part of.
Yep. To your term, you got to make hay, take advantage of these situations when trailing like this with 5 minutes left in the half.
Egamite picked up the loose ball, gave it to Riley Brooks, who drives into the lane, and he's going to draw a foul. So a little life for the Tigers after being down by 10. They stopped the defense, made a basket, stopped another defense, and now they draw a foul.
And my observation here so far, Riley Brooks, he's working a lot harder tonight on this court than I saw him at the golf course this summer.
All right. Well, Riley Brooks just makes a free throw. He's got 8 points on the evening, and in the lead is down to 7. Could be 6 if Riley hits this one. It is up and smooth as silk, let me tell you. As smooth as the silky shirt that Marty's wearing right now in the wintertime. Here's a three by Plymouth. No good. What a rebound. 2 of them now by Plymouth. The first one was by Knights, the 6'9" guy, and then Brill Meerdink got the other one, put it up and in.
Yeah, he's just a puppy at 6'4".
Ripon should have boxed out. They did not. Tigers get a shot the other way, no good. And a rebound quickly to Steinhardt. He drives to the free throw line, takes a shot. Man, this kid is smooth. He makes another one. He's got 14.
You know, you got a guy in his grill on the 2-3 zone, so he just dribbled over to the other side of the elbow. And
lead was down to 6. Now it's back to 10. 28-18. 4 1/4 to go in the first half, and now a double dribble turnover.
Yeah. So composure is key here. I get it. You're caught up the energy. They just scored on you. You want to hang close, so you want to do something good. stay within yourself. And Ripon, I think, needs not to be in a hurry in their half-court offense.
All right, well, here we go the other way. Steinhardt at the free throw line stops, gives it to Knights. Knights holds the ball above his head and nobody can touch it. So Knights gets the ball again underneath the basket. Oh, a reverse, too hard though. And Cole Burdick will run down that rebound. And Riley Brooks picks it up, the loose ball there.
Yeah.
After Burdick had it. Brooks going to the lane and he's going to take a shot. Ooh, he almost had a block. So
it's big in there.
He passed it off quickly to Willett, to Burdick, to Carlson. And Carlson's just to the left of the free throw line. Standing right at the three-point line. Now he's going to back up, go to the left side, dribble to the basket, fakes the shot, goes up off glass, good! Brandon Carlson.
You know, the first time he did that move, it was just not his move. Smart play there.
He did. Nice couple of fakes, and he moved the ball from his left hand to his right hand and back. Now is a three for Steinhardt in the left corner. No good. Burdick, the rebound once again. He's probably got a dozen.
We have to make a recording of that. Just hit a button.
Yeah, Burdick the rebound. Yeah. Outlet to Brooks. Brooks brings it down to the right side. Shot, double pump, no good. Rebound now to Andrew Miller for Plymouth.
Great defense forced him that double pump.
It was. Oh, now Steinhardt takes the ball to the hoop and a lovely dish off to Brill Meerdink, and he's got 6 points.
A sign of fatigue right there in that transition.
It's now Plymouth 30, Ripon 20. Under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Very quick half, by the way. Ripon doesn't even have a team foul.
Yeah, no whistles.
So now into the right corner is Carlson. He got the ball from Willett. And Carlson is going to dribble out of there. He's behind the three-point line. Got tripped, but no call. Gives it to Willett. Egamite left corner. He's going to make a move. Now he's going to shoot with a shot. Oh, and he got it. That a boy, Kai Egamite.
He's feeling it.
He's got 6 on the evening. It's 30-22, though. Plymouth up by 8. Here's Steinhardt, right side. This is going to be Miller with it. He's going to dribble into the corner to Knights. Way back out on top. Now to the right side again as they pass the ball around pretty well. The 6'9 Knights takes a three-point shot. He misses it. But that Mason Brill Meerdink got the offensive rebound and makes it. He's got 8.
Yeah, you know, and Willett had the box out. It's just size.
So now Riley Brooks brings it the other way. Quickly across the timeline, he drives to the basket with the underhand. He takes a shot. He was fouled on the play. Exactly.
No, I was going to say George Gervin's finger roll is what that was. But yeah, like you said, that's if they can have this down to single digits at half, I think Ripon is doing okay. This is quite a task. Can they do? They've played 9. Plymouth has 9 players, and Ripon's not going to have that luxury tonight, most likely.
Riley Brooks makes the first and makes the second. So Brooks has 11 points. The score, there's exactly 2 minutes remaining in this first half. The score is Plymouth 32, Ripon 24. There's a travel. There's no call on that. He danced his feet. Steinhardt with another 3. He's cooling off. No good. But that Brill Meerdink gets the other offensive rebound. He missed his shot, and then Andrew Miller picks up the loose ball, and he makes it.
Burdick needs teammates to join the party on those boards.
We need some defensive rebounds. We're not getting them. Plymouth's getting second and third chances here. All right, so Ripon the other way. Jonathan Menschau's back in the game. He drives the lane, gets it over here now to Henry Willett, who takes a shot. Good, it's a 3. His second 3 of the evening. He's got 6. And Plymouth comes the other way very quickly. Jake, check that. It's going to be Dylan Sass, who got the ball in the left corner. Drove to the basket. He was fouled.
Yeah, I think it goes on Willett. Let's see who they give it to.
It is going to be on Henry Willett. That's his first and the first team foul for the Tigers. 1:20 remaining in this first half. And Marty, if you look now, but the Tigers were only 7 down. Now it's 8 as Sass made the first free throw.
You know, Burdick had that block on that shot too.
Yeah.
He had him sized up. You know, I was talking about the high hands in the zone. Burdick doesn't do it, and I'm thinking, man, get your hands up. And I realized what he likes to do is when he jumps out of the gym, anticipating the block.
Second one, also good. So 2 free throws for Dylan Sass. He has 2 points, and the lead goes back to 9, 36-27. Riley Brooks brings it up for Ripon. He's on the right side. He's going to take it right to the hoop. Off the glass, no good, but he drew the foul. Guarding Brooks is the 6'9".
Yeah, and he doesn't.
Jeb Knights, and he can't handle it.
Well, I was just going to say, for 6'9", he's got pretty good feet. But when Riley, you're right, when Riley accelerates,
That's what I meant.
Yeah. He did get the blow-by on him.
The foul was not on Knights. It was on Dylan Sass, his first. Riley Brooks makes the next free throw. He's got 6 free throws already and 12 points in the game. And then the second one is up and also very smooth. He's a good free throw shooter.
Coach Tim Schultz of Panthers pleading his case to the official on Brooks's penetration drive and getting whistles.
Well, the lead is down to 7, so Ripon needs a defensive stop here. We're at the 1 minute mark here of the first half.
Can you imagine a stop and a score at the other end with less than a minute?
At 3 would actually be really good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Plymouth, they're just passing the ball around on the outside. Now a post up to Knights. Oh, nice dribble underneath. Dribble pass to Dylan Sass up and in.
Hit the big on the lane line block. Great cut without the ball.
Yep.
It just dropped a dime. Beautiful.
It was. Nice bounce pass. Good assist. 38-29. Here's a 3, Riley Brooks. There's that 3 we were looking for.
Yeah.
Riley Brooks hits the 3, and the lead is 6. And had we had a defensive stop, it could have been down to 5 or 4.
I'll be surprised if they don't take the last shot.
17 seconds remain. It's Alex Ames with it. Wow, left corner. And Sass has it. Ames, he's going to, he faked the shot. Now it's Steinhardt for the 3 at the buzzer. No good. No, 7 seconds remaining. The rebound was no good. And Ripon Burdick gets it out. Quick pass to Willett. And he hits the shot at the buzzer.
Oh, baby.
It's a 2-pointer, but he hit it.
Outplayed pretty much on the scoreboard. The first
Henry
half.
Willett. That a
Great.
boy.
Great board by Burdick. How many boards by Burdick in the first half? My
All right.
goodness.
Okay, it's halftime, and our score is Plymouth 38 and Ripon 34. We'll break for half in just a moment, but we want to get you updated on some of our sponsors who make our broadcast possible. They include Fusion Heating and Cooling, the area's newest family-oriented train dealer, offers service on all manufacturers' brands and specializes in providing solutions for all your home comfort needs. Getting the job professionally done and on time. It's Fusion Heating and Cooling, Ripon. Webster's Marketplace is proud to be your locally owned and operated grocery store since 1987, featuring an in-store deli, bakery, floral shop, butcher, and smokehouse. Webster's is your full-service grocery store, Highway 23 West in Ripon. For a truly delicious lunch or evening dinner, why don't you plan a visit to Pastimes Pub and Grill? Carol's homemade soups are always available along with a great variety of sandwiches. I think tonight's soups is cream of chicken. Awesome burgers and salads as well. I checked the website. Be sure to try their popular baby back ribs. They are available Saturday night. That's Pastimes Pub and Grill in downtown Ripon.
My wife and I had lunch there today.
All right. Excellence meets innovation at Ripon Area School District through a commitment to continuous quality improvement. Ripon was awarded a $1.9 million in grants to expand support for students and their families with school programming and school-based mental health. Come experience what happens when excellence meets innovation. Marty, an exciting first half. We talked about Ripon having to cut down on that lead. They did, even better than what we thought. We would have been happy with 7. It's 4.
Yeah, I would have been happy with single digits because, like you said, they started the game perfect. I mean, what, 10-2 they're up?
10-2 they were up, yeah.
Tigers. And all of a sudden the Panthers said enough of that, and they pretty much were get to the point where they were leading double digit for a good portion of the first half. And Ripon hung in there. And I think if Ripon takes their time in the half-court offense, a lot of it to just kind of rest a little bit because they're busting their hump on that 2-3 zone because they got their hands full.
All right, before we send it back, let's review the scoring. We'll begin with Plymouth in no particular order, but Jake Steinhardt, he's got 14 points for the Panthers. Dylan Sass with 4, Kellen Mella 2, Alex Ames 3, Ethan DeMunk 3, Mason Brill Meerdink has 8, and Andrew Miller has 4. For the Tigers, Riley Brooks has, 16 points for Ripon. Riley Brooks with 16. Caleb Hopp 2. Kai Agamite 6. Henry Willett has 8. And Brandon Carlson has 2. All right, so that's the scoring. Again, it's halftime. It's Plymouth 38, Ripon 34. We'll be back with the second half in a few minutes on the Ripon Tigers Sports Network. And welcome back to Ripon High School. Glad that you have joined us on this cold Friday night here in Ripon, Wisconsin, as the Tiger boys basketball team taking on the Plymouth Panthers. Exciting first half. Ripon jumped out to an early lead, then fell behind by 10, now only trail by 4, 38-34. Plymouth is already out there with their warm-ups. The Tigers will be coming shortly, I'm sure, and I think we're in for a very good second half. In the meantime, we, of course, want to thank and mention the many sponsors that make our broadcast possible and pay Marty twice the salary of what I'm getting.
Indeed, and rightfully so. Continue, my friend.
Next time you're heading out for breakfast or lunch, visit Mr. and Mrs. P's Eatery. Their menu includes many different scratch-made, professionally prepared entrees, and end your meal with a delectable dessert from their in-house bakery. Mr. and Mrs. P's is open Wednesday through Sunday, located Fond du Lac Street in Ripon. Chef Nick and Chef Ryan of the premier restaurant Oakwood in Heidel House invite you to come indulge yourself with their homemade breads, butters, and rich scratch soups that will warm your stomach and heart. Pardon me. Make sure you check out the Sunday Breakfast Buffet, 7 until 10 a.m. for $13.99. For more information, go to HeidelHouse.com. Remember, if you loved us before, you're going to love us even more. Celebrating 125 years of community banking, building a solid reputation as a mortgage lending leader, offering lending choices to fit your best options. I'm talking about Horicon Bank, the natural choice. Member FDIC, equal housing lender as well. Keep moving with confidence in your long drive ahead. Get ready for your next road trip with Goodyear tires from Cliffs Tire and Battery, West Fond du Lac Street in Ripon. Well, Marty, certainly one of the things that Ripon needs to improve on is defensive rebounding and stop giving Plymouth second and third chances.
You know, and that was not the issue, and I think in most of the first half. Those second and third chances, I think, took place in the last 4 to 5 minutes of that first half. I think a little bit of lackadaisical, maybe a little bit of fatigue on Ripon's part, because I thought they did a pretty good job initially in that category. But attrition is now this is where you start to feel the heavy legs, with the rotation. First of all, I just want to compliment the coaching staff for Ripon, what they've been able to do so far using duct tape and rubber bands. Because you're missing your starting point guard. Come on, high school basketball is driven by guard play. My apologies to the 6'9" kid, but it's driven by guard play.
Yeah.
And when you lose your starting point guard, and then sometimes Alex Mansell, he starts. If he doesn't start, he's one of the first guys off the bench. So you're really missing some quality floor time.
Yeah, some depth, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But we'll see what the second half brings. One thing, we don't really comment on it a whole lot, but this is the same officiating crew that we had last night's game for the girls, and tonight they're much better.
Right. And whatever that means, take it as it comes. I mean, but that's just our observation. We'll let you figure out what that means, if anything at all. So all I know is they probably must not have got mileage and decided to stay into town. I'm not driving to Berlin and Omro. So
maybe they knew it was going to snow flurry today. So that's why they stuck
there was
around,
a dusting. Yeah, absolutely.
Indeed, there was.
We have been treated to a really good game so far. And it's Ken Ripon, who takes the momentum going into the locker room in the first half. Can they bring it out and pick up where they left off?
Ripon gets the ball to start the second half. Egamite inbounded it to Carlson. Carlson gets it over to Riley Brooks, who dribbles between the circles. Now goes to right side. Carlson on the wing. Burdick was posting up. He does. Oh, nice give and go to Carlson. He fakes, but now he's in the line of the Giants, so he has to dish it back out to Egamite. He doesn't shoot, though. Willett, top of the key, takes a drive, gives it back to Carlson. Carlson outside the three-point line. Now Egamite, he's going to drive to the basket. Stops, fakes up, shot, no good. Burdick almost had the rebound, but coming down with it was Ethan DeMunch. So Plymouth the other way. Steinhardt has it. Goes to the right side. Long three around the rim, no good. The Jeb Knights, the 6'9" player from Plymouth, got the offensive rebound. His follow-up was no good, but he was fouled.
Yeah. What happened on that was Brill Meerdink, he nullified number 5 for the Tigers, Burdick, and then the 6'9" kid followed in, picked up the change, got fouled.
He makes the first free throw. In the first half, it was 18-plus minutes before Ripon got their first foul. Here, it's 44 seconds. Anyway, Jeb Knights makes both free throws, his first 2 points of the night. So it's 40-34. So now the Tigers quickly the other way. This is going to be shot by Henry Willett into the right corner, up and good.
Yeah, you normally don't see him stop and pop on the short jump shots. That's interesting.
Good play.
Yeah.
All right. So now Ripon coming back, playing on the defensive end. Here's Steinhardt with it. That's Steinhardt. He had 14 first half points. There's a bad pass.
Willett stole it.
He did.
It to his teammate.
He did. Excellent job and good hustle by Henry Willett. Gives it to Riley Brooks, who brought it up across the timeline. Screen set by Burdick, right corner. Brooks going to the basket. Lost. No, he dipped. He passed the ball off to Egamite, but Egamite's shot was blocked.
Yes, it was.
And so now Plymouth goes the other way very quickly. Here's a pass over the head, but picked up the loose ball by this Jeb Knights on the wing left side. Now Steinhardt goes over to the free throw line with a dribble, and he will get the ball back from DeMunch. To Munch, to Knights inside. Now to Munch with a three, no good. And running the rebound down was Brandon Carlson. So Carlson gets into the middle of the court, stops, gets across the timeline. 2 minutes into the second half. Carlson drives to the free throw line, going to make a move. Stop. Nice dribble pass to Egamite, but again, in the land of the Giants, he couldn't get a shot off.
Yeah, too big.
So he hands it off now to Riley Brooks, who has it on the wing left side. He's backing up, though. Now he goes into the left corner, stops, and brings it over to Burdick. Burdick inside to Egamite. Turn, shot, good, no good. But Burdick jumped in there to get the rebound. I thought he was going to have it, but he missed out. And Plymouth got the rebound the other way. Now driving to the hoop with a shot was Brill Meerdink, but Egamite blocked it out of bounds.
Returned the favor because that's who lunched Egamite a minute earlier down at the other end. He took it personal, evidently.
Good job,
Great
Ty
block.
Egamite.
Great block.
All right, Plymouth leads by 4, 40-36. They're inbounding.
Ripon boys up to the challenge.
Steinhardt ran down the inbound. Now he's going to take a three, top of the key. No good. Jeb Knights had the rebound. He muscled it. His shot is up, no good, but Cole Burdick gets called for the foul, and he's given up 4 inches, and he just couldn't reach up in there.
It's the right foul, and if you're going to foul him, he made sure he wasn't going to have a chance for a three-point play.
Knights did make his first 2 free throws earlier, and now he misses this one.
Very good foul. Burdick's first foul, by the way.
So he'll get another one. There's 15:21 remaining in the second half. And here's the second one. Good. That's Jeb Knights. He has now 3 points on the evening. Egamite's trying to inbound it, and Plymouth is putting some pressure. He does hand it off here to Brandon Carlson.
Yeah, good job by Carlson. He screened him off his back to get that ball in.
So Carlson's still dribbling. He's going to the right side now. Riley Brooks, who takes the three from the wing. Nothing but net.
That was pretty. Assist by Carlson.
Boy, Plymouth quickly the other way. Steinhardt to Knights. Give and go. Up and in. It's good to Mason Brill Meerdink, and he draws a foul.
What a fun play for the Panthers. A couple of smiles going on. I can see why. That's just good basketball execution.
Great ball movement. Nary a dribble. Just passing.
Exactly.
Pass and cut. And it worked.
Sometimes those things come together, the alignment of the stars, and it happens with the ball club where the ball barely touches the floor. It's just a reactionary, just a really good muscle memory half-court play.
And Brill Meerdink completes the three-point play. He's got 11, and it's the Panthers 44, the Tigers 39. Quickly the other way. Here comes Riley Brooks. He drives down into the lane. He misses the shot, but he gets his own rebound, and he puts it up strong, Marty, and he draws a foul.
He did that in the game against Winneconne, in which the game I did with you with a buzzer beater, where he just comes out, he misses, he gets his own rebound. I don't know how he does that. How he gathers himself so quickly to come off the floor so quickly.
Let's see if he can complete the three-point play, and he does.
Ripon hanging, very mentally tough. Good to see.
He's got 22 on the night. All right, it's 44-42. Tigers within a deuce. So here's Steinhardt. He tries to make a pass, but Riley Brooks steals it on a heads-up play.
High hands in the zone, pays dividends.
It does, and he brings it across the timeline. Now shading the left side, stops his dribble, goes to Willett on the wing. Egamite into the corner, left side shot, good! We have a tie game!
And that was a facial over Mr. 6'9", too.
So that is 8 points for Egamite. 14-10 remaining in this second half. Here's Knights, right corner. For it is Mella. Mella dribbles out of there. Now he goes in between the circles, gets the ball back. He's holding on to it. Here's Steinhardt.
Look at this.
Brandon Carlson, did he tip it? No, he did not. It was just a bad pass.
No, it was a zig and a zag. And that's what the intensity of the pressure of that zone is doing to them. They're kind of doing to Panthers what the Panthers were doing to Ripon earlier in the game with in-your-face defense.
The Tigers with a chance to grab the lead since early in the first half.
Carlson doing a good job filling in at the point position for Schultz tonight.
And he's dribbling it around on the right wing. Gives it to Burdick, who is posted up to Riley Brooks. Riley Brooks in the right corner. Fade away. Man, that is money. That is money.
Sick. That is sick with his body fading away.
Oh. So anyway, Plymouth the other way. Riley Brooks, a great defensive play into the lane, knocks the ball off the player. Brill Meerdink out of bounds.
That's exactly what he did when he collapsed, and it's infectious. Their defense is infectious.
Officials are going to talk here. Maybe they're going to
go the other way.
I don't know. We'll see. We're going to have a little discussion.
They're going to leave it.
Yeah, they're going to leave it.
Yeah, he asked
Red
them.
Hawks, or
He
Red
asked
Hawks.
them.
Tigers ball. And we're going to have a timeout. Plymouth. All right, 13 minutes, 30 seconds remain in this second half. It's Ripon 46, Plymouth 44. Drive your favorite teams to the game with Lamers Bus Lines. Lamers is now hiring school bus drivers with great pay, flexible schedules, complete driver training, and a bonus up to $1,500. Apply in person or golamers.com/careers. Investing, self-service is no service. You talk, we listen. In person. That's Edward Jones. Call Greg Dragalovich, 748-5118, or Shad Horton, 748-2576. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Hillside Dental Associates in Ripon has been offering a complete range of premium dental care for over 35 years, including preventative hygiene, cosmetic and restorative procedures, along with Invisalign and sedation dentistry. Marty, Tigers have a chance to increase the lead.
And they're doing it with their defense. And the other thing we're starting to see, we're seeing contributions from players that have been kind of quiet offensively in most recent games, that being by Agamite and Willett. And to have those two come in to complement Brooks is taking care of the offensive punch. Burdick is just sick on both ends with the boards from beginning to current within the game. He's got to be double digits big time already on the boards.
Well, Plymouth puts back the man-to-man press, but the inbound goes to Willett, and Willett's going to bring it up on his own. He's shading the left side, now goes to the right. He's going to hand it off to Carlson. That's on the wing, outside the three-point line. Bounce pass to Riley Brooks into that left corner. Brooks had to kind of run it down.
Yeah.
He's being guarded very tightly, but he goes to the free throw line and does a fadeaway, and you know what happened.
Well, Coach Steve Schultz for Panthers on that timeout said, you get into Brooks' shorts, and it didn't make a difference.
No, Schultz makes that shot. That fadeaway is a pretty shot. There's no doubt about it. All right, Steinhardt with a three, no good. Rebound runs down by Cole Burdick. It's the Tigers by 4.
Thank God Cole didn't take off in a speed dribble.
12:45. Oh, we've got a foul here as Kellen Mella tried to get too close, and he really bumped Brooks for sure. So now Mella's saying he's using his arm as a wing, but he could very well be. But now when he runs right into him like that.
Well, you're not going to gain favor. Keep talking to the ref, I'll tell you that.
Brooks has 26. They're trying to stop him, but he's just too good. All right, the inbound to Burdick, who gives it to Brooks, who runs to the basket and lays it up and in. My goodness, what a clinic he's putting on here in this second half. It's 50-44 Tigers.
And Agamite doing what I was hoping I'd see him do, and that's crashing boards also, helping out.
Plymouth missed the shot. Agamite the rebound. All right, we've got Jonathan Nenschow into the game here. He's going to give it to Willett. Willett's at the top of the circle at the free throw line, shading the left side. Goes to Agamite. He's kind of in the corner, not quite. Burdick across the lane. He gets the ball, brings it back to Agamite. Agamite, that left corner. Shot is up, and this one's no good. The rebound to Kellen Mella for Plymouth. Here they come the other way. Quickly to Jacquot, and he gets called for a charging foul on the right corner as he went to the basket.
And Willett, that's what Willett, last year I watched him on JVs, and Tim Schultz disagrees with the call, head coach for Plymouth, but that's what he did. That's his identity is defense, Willett, as much as rebounding it is to our buddy Burdick.
I want to correct myself, though. No, I don't. That was correct.
That
yes.
was correct, guy.
Yeah, I thought I had the wrong player, but I did not. So anyway, that's his third personal, third team foul.
They're trying to get on the pressure early, try to smother Carlson.
So here is Willett, left side. He's going to take a drive. He lost control of the ball, but ran it down again. Now he's almost to half court. Gives it to Burdick. He's also out there out to half court. And Riley Brooks is out of the game, I think. He needs a rest. The shot is up, no good, but the rebound, by Burdick, that's also no good. The first shot was by Menchow, and Menchow almost stole it back.
What a battle by Burdick.
But now, it's another. Are we going to have a charge or a block? Jacquot went hard to the basket.
Yeah.
Knocked down Brandon Carlson. Carlson might have hit his head on the ground.
Might have bounced it. He wasn't square on him. It was close, but
Yeah.
He wasn't quite squared up on him on the transition. But this has turned into something. This is a battle now. I mean, these guys are taking this personal. I love it.
So anyway, it is going to be a blocking foul. Carlson's first, team's fourth. The first free throw is good by Jacquot.
Plymouth is, remember, they're 4-3 in the conference. Winneconne also with 4 wins, and then they're just one game behind Kewaskum and Berlin, each with 5.
It was a brief, 90-second rest for Riley Brooks. He's back in.
And you saw what Ripon did without Brooks. They spread the floor, tried to eat clock, open up, create space, and then attack the rim when they don't have their sharpshooter on the court with them.
All right, both free throws were good. It's 50-46 Tigers. And we're going to have an offensive foul now against Riley Brooks. He did apparently use that hook, and they called it. No, is that it?
It's a moving screen on Burdick. Burdick just needed to be square on it. I can see why Burdick was kind of surprised that they called it on him, but it was the right call.
Good catch. I missed that. The moving screen on Cole Burdick. All right. Posting up his Knights. He's going to dump it back out for a 3 by Kellen Mella. No good. The rebound Knights again. He's going to dump it back out to Steinhardt. And he has really cooled off since the first half. His 3 was no good. Riley Brooks gets the rebound.
Isn't it interesting how they just want to live and die by that 3, Plymouth?
Well, I guess
with their size.
Here's a difficult pass. The Tiger was moving, and Carlson tried to get him the ball. Miscommunication. It goes out of bounds.
So the composure at the guard position is going to be imperative for Ripon. What they're doing, Plymouth, is picking up the ball earlier when Ripon has the ball, putting more pressure on their guards.
Jacquot for a 3 on the wing left side. He made that one. He's got 5 points on the night. And now it's a 1-point lead for the Tigers, 50-49. 10:30 remains in the second half.
They're taking turns trying to guard Brooks.
All right, so here's Brooks. He is being guarded by Kellen Mella. Gets it off to Agamite. Free throw line jumper. Yes, he got it. It bounced around the rim and went down.
It's called backspin. Give it up. Nice job by Agamite.
He's got 10, and the Tigers with a 3-point lead. Steinhardt underneath, and now a dish to Knights, and he's triple teamed. Not Knights, I'm sorry, Jacquot. He's triple teamed.
Yeah, they're going to call the hold, I think, on, what's it they call it on Jonathan Malkow? I'm not sure.
It was, again, good ball movement by Plymouth.
Yeah.
And
a selfless pass, dropped it off to his teammate. Yeah. And then Ripon, great job of collapsing on the ball.
Carlson got the foul, by the way, his second, team 6th of the half.
I'll tell you, with all the floor time Burdick gets, I think he's infectious with his teammates.
Yeah, I like him. He's a good player. Okay, so Plymouth the other way. They're bringing the ball around on the outside. It's a left shot, 3 in the left corner. Dylan Sass, he makes it, and we're tied, folks, 52.
They answered my question. They believe in the 3. They're going to stick with it.
And here's Riley Brooks for the Tigers. Agamite sends the pick to the free throw line. Brooks with a shot. Off balance jumper, and he makes it.
Those ball screens by Agamite, he needs to hold his position. You'll get a foul against Plymouth going through his screen.
Here's Knights to Steinhardt, top of the key. Steinhardt moving around, looking, gonna hand it off. To Miller. Miller out here to Dylan Sass, and he travels.
Good ball. He got away with that same move. You called it yourself earlier in the first half.
Brooks has 30 in the game right now.
Well, I guess he can play on my noon ball team after all.
So, wow, 9:25 remaining in the second half. Tigers by 2. Brooks is bringing it up. He's at the free throw line. I'm sorry, the top of the key. Dumps it off to Agamite, right corner. Good defense from behind by Andrew Miller.
Yes.
Plymouth the other way, Steinhardt. He's driving into the right corner. Brings it back out to Jacquot. To Steinhardt, right corner. 3, no good. Rebound, Kai Agamite.
Good defense by Ripon. Getting a hand in his face.
Under 9 to play now in the second half. Here's Riley Brooks, right side on the wing behind the 3-point line. He's going to shoot it. Looks good. It is.
It was. That was Henry Bettine, who's on the floor for Ripon, by the way. Nice job, plan D. Steinhardt.
Riley Brooks with 33 points. He's putting on a clinic, I am telling you, folks. He really, really is. Okay, Steinhardt, Knights, right corner shot, Miller. No good. Agamite, he is fouled over the back. Yes, Egamite had position, and he's fouled over the back.
Jack Plott, I believe, is the guilty party, number 12.
It is, and it's his 4th personal foul. And it's the team's 4th of the half.
Good crowd, by the way, tonight.
It is a nice crowd. And they're seeing a really good game.
The only way this game should be better is if I won the 50-50 raffle at halftime. But that's another story.
That is. So Egamite inbounds it. 8 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the second half. Tigers lead by 5, 57-52. And here comes Ripon. Brandon Carlson across the timeline, leaning over to the right side. He stops his dribble, bounce pass to Egamite, top of the key. Egamite looking, and he's going to dribble it to the free throw line. Right, goes cross court now to Carlson. Carlson's trying to get it to Brooks. Brooks was posted up, but he couldn't quite do it.
Yeah, the best way to stop Brooks from scoring is not let him touch the ball.
And it's Carlson to Burdick at the free throw line. He turns around, looks, goes to Egamite, knocked out of bounds by Plymouth.
Bounce pass there, Burdick, bounce pass.
So Riley Brooks will inbound the ball just in front of the Ripon student section in front of us. And he will go to Willett. And Brooks gets a screen. Willett right corner drive. Shot is up. No good. Cole Burdick had the rebound. What do we have? A held ball. Plymouth possession, however.
Okay. All right.
But still.
Oh, that's a win. It's a small win.
Yeah.
Burdick doing what Burdick does.
He was just not quite there. The defender for Plymouth just had a little bit of better ground, I guess.
Yeah. Leverage.
Thank you. Yes, leverage. That's the way you put it. Okay. So here's Plymouth the other way again, trailing by 5, and they are looking to get back into this game. DeMonk has it. It's Steinhardt to Monk. He's the top of the key. Goes over to the left side here. That's Mella. Mella on the wing. Back to Knights.
Yep.
Mella, bounce pass inside to Brill Meerdink, who dumps it off to Knights. His shot no good, and Burdick runs down the rebound.
Come and get the ball, guard.
So here's Brandon Carlson, who did just that. He crosses the timeline now for the Tigers. We're getting close to 7 minutes here in the second half. Riley Brooks, 3, right wing, another one.
Imagine that, Riley Brooks making a 3.
That's his 4th 3 of the night. Now and a 3 the other way for Plymouth by DeMonk. That's no good. And as Marty said, Burdick got the rebound.
He might have more boards than Brooks has points.
Tigers by 8. Brooks drives to the free throw line. Shot up. Good. Another one, Riley Brooks.
Below 7 minutes, 10-point double-digit lead.
Oh my, and there's a timeout on the floor for Plymouth. 62-52 Tigers, 6:50 remains in the second half.
What do you think the odds are? Schultz and Mansell are home watching this on their computers going, oh man.
With the sound muted.
I think that's a high probability.
Indeed.
I know that's how my wife watches.
All right. One of our sponsors is the Butzine March and Funeral Home. They have been serving local families with grace and compassion since 1896 in Ripon and, of course, the surrounding area. Fortify Bank is growing in Wisconsin. One person, one business, and one relationship at a time. Visit fortifybank.com to see how banking locally is a win for you and our community. Member FDIC. Hey, Hometown Radio is your local source for news, weather, and sports. Tune in to WRPN and team up every morning with Bob Nelson to find out what's happening in your area. Marty, I got to count up Riley's points, so give us some inside info.
You go for it. I'll tell you this, the guys that have stepped up tonight, Brandon Carlson taking over for Schultz at the point guard. Calm under fire, even though they've started in the second half, picking up the ball at midcourt, putting more pressure on Carlson, trying to smother him. Carlson's dealing with it. Egamite doing a really nice job with the boards, but also helping out with that scoring with Brooks.
Riley Brooks has 38 points in this game.
My goodness. And Willett's having a nice game. Great rebound game from his last effort.
All right, Steinhardt gets it inside to Brill Meerdink, who makes the basket. He's having a good game, too. He has 13.
Yeah, he's 6'4", but when you put his shoulders on him, he's more like 6'6".
62-54, Ripon. 6:25 remains in the second half. Here's Willett. Burdick on the wing left side. Goes to Egamite around the free throw line. He's going to take a jumper, short. Rebound comes out of there. Riley Brooks. He takes the shot up, and he's fouled.
Right away, Brooks looks at the ref. Is that 2? And
Yeah.
the ref is pointing down on the floor.
Yeah, so it was not a shot. So Brooks will have to take the ball out of bounds underneath the basket right side.
Wow, what a game. 6-16, 62-54. Ripon, there's the inbound to Burdick. Take it
is.
over.
Top of the key. He's behind the three-point line. One dribble, hands it off to Carlson. Carlson's going to drive to the basket, stop. He's going to try and get it up, but he traveled.
Yeah, he thinks it's the opening of the Red Sea, and it is momentarily. And it closes in a hurry with that size down in the lane.
And that it did. So Plymouth the other way. Here is Steinhardt. He hasn't had a point in the second half. He had 14 in the first. A long three is good by Ethan DeMunk. And he has 6 points. So now it's 62-57. Was 10. They've cut it in half. Down to 5. We're at 5:45 remaining in the second half. Riley Brooks into the lane. Dumps it off to Kai Agamite. Wing left side. No good. Rebound comes out of there. Knights for Plymouth. The 6'9 fella. He's going to hand it off to Steinhardt. He's triple teamed. Almost lost the ball, but he does get it back. Goes inside now to Brill Meerdink, who makes the turnaround shot. He's got 15.
Wow, and he's not even one of the top 3 scorers on the season.
62-59 now. The last 7 points by Plymouth. A shot by Riley Brooks on the free throw line left is no good. Plymouth runs down the loose ball, and alley-oop is no good. Missing the shot was Kellen Mella. The rebound to Plymouth, but there's a foul.
It's either going to go on Willett or Carlson. We'll have to see.
That foul is going to be the team 7th, so that means Plymouth gets in the bonus.
Yeah, because it was non-shooting, but like you said, it's a bonus anyway.
Shooting will be Ethan DeMunk. The foul on Ripon is by Henry Willett, his second. It was the team's 7th. Plymouth, on the other hand, they have 5 team fouls this half. So it was a 3-point game. Now it's 2 as DeMunk makes his first free throw, giving him 7 on the evening. So he's got 1 more.
Yep, as if we thought Ripon was going to win going away, right?
Yeah. Well,
if they can pull this out tonight, we know they're going to have earned it.
Here's Riley Brooks, who got the inbound. Now 5 minutes remaining in the second half. Tigers 62, Panthers 61. So here's Riley Brooks the other way. It's going to go to Menschow on the wing right side. One dribble, stops, goes cross court here to Willett. Willett drives to the free throw line, pull up jumper, good!
Oh, nice
Willett.
job. Face screening by Agamite, almost got a steal.
And
went off the back of Agamite's arms.
It does go out of bounds, so it's going to be inbounding to Jeb Knights. All right, so Plymouth now down by 3 again. Into the left corner with it is Steinhardt. Goes back out here to Mella. Mella passes it for a 3 to DeMunk. No good. Riley Brooks the rebound. He's going to go to Agamite. Agamite, Willett, 3, going to be short. Rebound jumping out of there, and coming away with it is Kellen Mella. He's going to hand it off to Steinhardt. Right side, he's dribbling it back. Now he goes out to the wing to Knights. Left side, DeMunk. Monk into the corner, Mella. And it's over here now to DeMunk. Steinhardt dribbling, going left corner, stops. A 3 by DeMunk is good. Wow, Ethan DeMunk, he's got 11.
Yeah, and his three-point shooting is as good as Steinhardt's.
We're back to tied, Marty, 64.
Yep, below 4 minutes.
Here's Riley Brooks, and what are they going to do? They're going to call him Riley Brooks, an offensive foul for the elbow, I think.
Yeah.
So an offensive foul, it's Brooks first, team's 8th.
I think Tim Schultz did a good job of making his case throughout the game and finally got the call in his favor.
I was going to say, he got a call.
Yeah,
he
because
got one.
I didn't see anybody there on the call. Here we
All
go.
right. Yep. Steinhardt goes over here now to Mella. Mella DeMunk. Steinhardt wing left side. Corner Knights. The 6'9 guy for a 3. He made that
I
one.
was surprised to see him take that. You know, when you got teammates that are right in the hot hand.
Jeb Knights. He's got 6. And Plymouth gets the lead back. More importantly for the Tigers, now down 67 to 64. Here's Riley Brooks into the right corner. He's going to drive, fade away. Good.
Whoa.
He's got 40. Riley Brooks, that fadeaway is the prettiest shot, I'm telling you,
He's
folks.
probably shooting that in 6th grade over Pops.
Here's an inside pass, no good. A shot by Brill Meerdink. Running it down, the rebound was Burdick, who tipped it off here to Willett. Willett to Riley Brooks, who crossed the timeline.
Wow, below 3 minutes, Ripon chance to take the lead.
Here's going to be Willett now on the wing right side on a pass from Riley Brooks. He's going to back it off now, and he's going to get it to Burdick. A little bit to the right side. Riley Brooks, top of the key, going to make a move, and he's going to do a 3. Shot, good! Riley Brooks, another one. He's got 43. The Tigers up by 2.
Oh my, Ripon finds Jimmy Chitwood.
Oh man! Now it's a wing left side, and it's going to be Kellen Mella who lost control of the ball. He does able to pick it up though.
Willett got that left arm.
Plymouth has control. There's a quick pass inside to Brill Meerdink. He makes it. He's got 17. We're back to tied at 69.
Whoa. Willett took a shot on that left arm, all the weight going for that loose ball.
And we're under 2 minutes to go in the second half. Wow. What a game. Very exciting. Riley Brooks brings it around. He's going to hand it off to Burdick now, top of the key. Burdick backs it off now, close to half court. Going to dribble it to the right side. Now stops. Brooks had posted up. Let's see if we see the fadeaway. No, he's going to Burdick, who drives to the basket, but he's going to be called for a charge.
Wow, I don't know about that.
Tough call.
It was a tough call.
And a tough call in a critical situation. It is Burdick's third personal, 9th team. So now Plymouth gets the ball. Chance to go ahead, tied at 69, 1:35 remaining here in the second half. But Jed Knights makes a bad pass into the corner to a teammate. It goes out of bounds.
6'9" thought he was the point guard, and we just realized he's not.
You know, Henry Willett went out, sat down for one possession, and then he's back in.
Yeah, I think Coach wanted to make sure his arm was okay. He reassured him, so he's back in.
All right, we're at 90 seconds, folks, remaining in the second half. We're tied at 69. Riley Brooks with the ball. Gets it across the timeline. He has 43 points tonight, if you can believe it. He drives into the right corner. He lost control of the ball because he was in no man's land.
Yeah, he got hung out.
And now it's a 3 the other way as Brill Meerdink picked up the loose ball, drove to the basket, left side, made it, got fouled. Wow, Meerdink has 19 points. Regardless, it probably was a foul, and he made the basket.
Yeah, I think it was the right call.
Yeah, it was.
Brooks also has to understand, if he cannot get a shot square to the rim, you know everybody, including the assistant coaching for Plymouth, is guarding him. Look for somebody underneath like Agamite.
All right, well, the free throw is good.
Full timeout.
The foul, by the way, was on Henry Willett, his third, team's 10th. And the free throw was good, so that gives Brill Meerdink 20 points on the evening. Again, 78 seconds remain in this game, or the second half anyway. And it's the Panthers 72, the Tigers 69. Fusion Heating and Cooling, the area's newest family-oriented train dealer, offers service on all manufacturers' brands and specializes in providing solutions for all your home comfort needs. Getting the job professionally done and on time is Fusion Heating and Cooling, servicing Ripon and surrounding areas. Hey, what's for breakfast tomorrow? Maybe fresh hand-cut donuts from the in-store bakery at Webster's Marketplace. Webster's Marketplace, open at 6 a.m. daily, Highway 23 West in Ripon. Well, Marty, when we get together, we generally have great games, and here's another good one.
We've had close ones.
We've had 3 of them for the Tigers this week, even though you and I have just done 2, but Monday's was huge over Laconia. Yeah. Tuesday, a tough loss to Winneconne, and here we are in another thriller.
Yeah, let's hope that Ripon gets a good day. What they want to hear, now coming off the timeout, I got to believe there's a set play. Plymouth, that coach over there, he's good. He knows that Ripon's probably going to set something up for Brooks. Who else, right?
Yeah.
Tried to get a good look at a 3. I'm thinking probably staggered screen coming off the top of the circle.
Again, Panthers 72, Tigers 69. Riley Brooks inbounds the ball. It was knocked out of bounds, though, by Ethan DeMunk of Plymouth.
Sometimes in situations like this, I like to set screens to get open to receive the inbounds pass.
All right,
instead of just running around.
Riley's going to try it one more time on the inbound. And 1 tick went off the clock, so he gets it inbounded to Henry Willett. Right side, he brings it across the timeline. Now he goes to the center to Brandon Carlson. He's standing right around the half-court line. Carlson now is going over to the
There's
right.
The screen right there by
and
Burdick.
there's Riley Brooks. He was double-teamed. Brandon Carlson, 3! No good.
Boy,
the rebound underneath is Egamite. It's a held ball, and this time the Tigers get possession.
Yeah. Boy, Carlson had a good look, too.
1:01 remaining in the second half. Again, Panthers by 3, 72-69. Egamite inbounds underneath his basket, left side. To Cole Burdick. Shot off the glass is good!
Nice play on the inbounds. Quick timeout here.
That's Burdick's only 2 points of the night, but they are huge.
Yeah,
of course, he had about a dozen rebounds.
Oh, he's got more than a dozen.
So anyway,
yeah.
So we're at 58.1 remaining in the second half. 72-71 Panthers. Fans, for a truly delicious lunch or evening dinner, plan to visit the Pastimes Pub and Grill. Carol's homemade soups are always available, along with a great variety of sandwiches, awesome burgers, and salads. Be sure to try their popular baby back ribs, available Saturday nights. Also, if you enjoy cooking, stop in and apply at Pastimes Pub and Grill, downtown Ripon. Marty, I want to tell you, even though you didn't get the nap that you wanted today, you're still sharp.
Yeah, well, thank you. And I did have the seafood chowder. I took some of my wife's at Pastimes today for lunch. The Reuben with the dressing on the side, it's a knockout.
All right. Well, I just wanted to make sure let folks know that nap, shortened as it was, isn't affecting you tonight.
Well, I was awakened early from it by the dog barking at the postal worker. I'll share that with you later.
All right, it's Plymouth's ball, leading by 1. Ripon on a press.
Yeah.
Kind of a 2-1-2 press.
Off of Brooks's foot, which qualifies him for Packers special teams.
Good job. All right, 52.1. They're still in the backcourt, Plymouth is. The inbound comes to DeMunk. DeMunk to Steinhardt. Goes to the middle. Over to Jacquot. To Knights, who they get it over the timeline. We're at 43 seconds. Ripon's going to foul. Brandon Carlson is called for a foul at 42.6. They are fouling, Ethan DeMunk. He's got 11 points in this game. Yep. And he's going to shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, those 11, he's knocked down some threes. We'll see what he does from this 15-foot distance.
And the first one is good. So that gives him 12.
He's got a nice-looking shot, actually, both from the 3 and from the free throw line. He's got a good-looking shot.
So now it's 73-71. Again, 42.6 seconds remain. The second one is no good. And the rebound to Egamite.
A tie or a lead with 40 seconds. Ripon can do it.
Egamite to Willett to Brooks across the timeline. Left side wing. He's going to hand it off now to Willett. Willett goes all the way around to the right side. Ooh, almost rolled the ball. He did lose it out of bounds. Oh, my.
Well, here's the problem. What would help is if his teammate, when setting those screens, you got to come out further to pick off the defender.
All right, well, now it's 73-71. 28.4 seconds remain in the second half. And Jeb Knights inbounds it in the backcourt for Plymouth. The inbound to Steinhardt, left side. He's going to the basket. Bounce pass to Jacquot in the lane. Shot is up. It's good. And he's fouled.
That might be enough if you can deliver on the three-point play.
Oh, that is too bad. I'm telling you.
Heck of a finish.
Because,
you know, we talk about, you always talk about when if you're going to foul them, it's got to be a hard foul, not a cheap foul, but you make sure it's not a three-point play.
And the free throw's good. So now it's 78, take that back, 76-71.
So it's still a two-possession game. That's the good news. Ripon could score quickly and take the timeout. Speaking of timeouts, Ripon just called one.
And there's 23.5 seconds remaining. All right. Well, next time you're heading out for breakfast or lunch, how about tomorrow? Do that at Mr. and Mrs. P's Eatery. Their menu includes many different scratch-made, professionally prepared entrees. End your meal with a delectable dessert from their in-house bakery. Open Wednesday through Sunday. That's Mr. and Mrs. P's, located Fond du Lac Street in Ripon. The Ripon Area School District continues to offer the very best educational options to all students. Ripon Tigers are building their future in a high-achieving academic atmosphere supported by a dedicated professional staff who are passionate about education and striving for excellence. Come experience what happens when excellence meets innovation. All right, well, the Tigers inbounding the ball. Riley Brooks underneath his basket, backcourt to Burdick. Brooks gets the ball back. They're down by 5. We're down at 19 seconds as he crosses the timeline. Henry Willett, long three, off the rim, no good. Bouncing around. Willett gets his own rebound, but he had stepped out of bounds with the ball before he was able to pass it. So it goes out of bounds, and it is Plymouth's ball with 12.3 seconds remaining. Interesting that Brooks didn't shoot that three.
Yeah. I think what they're also understanding, you got 4 guys guarding Brooks.
Yeah, that's possible. So anyway, the inbound to Jake Steinhardt, he's immediately fouled with 10.7 remaining.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's
6 of this, half dozen of the other.
Yeah. If it goes in from another player, you're going, what a great call.
It was close. It was right on board. It just hit the rim.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It took a couple bounces. And if it doesn't go in, then it's like, hey, how come Brooks didn't shoot it, right? I mean.
Yeah, that was the 5th foul on Henry Willett, by the way, so he's out of the game. The free throw by Jake Steinhardt, the first one is good. That's his first points of the second half. They give him 15. It's now 77-71.
He must have looked at what he averages per game and said, man, I got to stay around this 13.1 average.
Second one also good, so that gives him 16 on the night. And it's 78-71. And here comes Ripon now in single digits. A long three by Brandon Carlson, no good. Kai Egamite gets the rebound in the lane. His shot is up and good for Kai Egamite. And that makes the score 78-73 Plymouth with 2.3 seconds remaining in this game.
Yeah. So.
Well, it's a tough one for the Tigers.
Anytime you play your guts out,
man.
You make it close. It goes back and forth. It's one of those games that's like, man, you wish you had it. But there's a lot for Ripon. They got the one conference win on the year, Ripon. It's been a long year in that regard. I know going into the season, they anticipated doing much better. But it kind of comes back to, like we talked about before the game, them becoming better finishers, how to finish out a game, how to close out a game, if you will. And that's been the part of the uphill challenge for the squad this season. And
let's be clear, in the second half, they had a 10-point lead. It was, 62-52, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, but as you know, with the advent of the three-point basket,
it makes a difference. But
it makes it, man, it's like you turn your head and you say, what? Yeah.
Yeah, it's too bad. Well, Plymouth will inbound underneath the basket. The inbound is going in, and it's to Ethan DeMonk, and then that'll be the game. So, a tough loss for the Ripon Tigers tonight after a terrific performance also by Riley Brooks. But the final score is the Plymouth Panthers 78 and the Ripon Tigers 73. Really, really tough loss.
Yeah.
A very entertaining game, though, to call and to watch. Very entertaining.
They played their hearts out. They were missing a couple players, and Schultz and Mansell, and they played very well. Had a chance to win down the stretch.
All right. Well, with the loss, Ripon now overall goes to 4 wins and 16 losses, and in the conference, 1 win with 8 losses. For the Plymouth Panthers, with the victory, they go to 9-10 overall. And in the conference, 2 games above 500 now. They are at 5-3. Run down the scoring for Plymouth. In no particular order, it was Jake Steinhardt who had 16, Dylan Sass with 7, Kellen Mella 2, Alex Ames with 3, Jack Jacquot with 8, Jeb Knights had 6, Ethan DeMonk 12, Mason Brill Meerdink with 20, and Andrew Miller with 4. For the Tigers, Brandon Carlson 2, Henry Willett had 12, Kai Egamite had 12, Caleb Hopp had 2, Cole Burdick with 2, and I believe Riley Brooks had 43. I am just going to double check here, so please forgive my silence. So that's 20, and then let's see, 35, 7, 9, 1, 43 points for Riley Brooks. Quite a performance from him tonight. And
yeah. You know, and I said going into the game where I really felt he's going to need some assistance. Well, you just said it. Both these two guys right here, Agamite and Willett, above their season average with a dozen each. He had to have that to be competitive. And but what a game. We're going to be back in action Monday night. More non-conference action. This time it'll be the girls' turn with the Tigers taking on the Foxes from Omro this Monday. So we'll be back at it again looking for a Ripon victory.
So our games next week, Monday and Tuesday, you and I will be together, right?
Then we're back on Tuesday. We go at it again. I want to say the managers have been saying all season long, I forgot, so Reese Brooks and Charlie Bruins, they do a nice job with the boys team. And, they don't get enough credit because they're there for all the practices and all the games and all the travel. So congratulations to them.
Other thank yous, yes.
Cole Burdick.
Yeah.
Cole Gregney, the guy that does everything other than talk. He does everything for us. He does our makeup. He starts the cars. He gets all the machinery in here. I say machinery, but it's that high-tech stuff, the camera. You know, it's not even a disposable camera. I found out the other day.
He even gave me some after game beverage money tonight. So
he did. Okay, so now I know who found the 20 in the parking lot. So that's Cole. That's I almost said Burdick again. Cole Gregney. So I didn't get enough nap, I guess.
I suspect that's Jason Mansmith back at the studio.
Yeah, we suspected that the other night too. So if we're wrong, our apologies, sort of. But we know that it's the big fella doing the board. So, yeah.
All right. Well, that's our broadcast for tonight. Sorry we didn't have better news. It was a terrific game, though, to watch and to call, I'll tell you that. And as I mentioned before, quite a night for Riley Brooks with 43 points. So, got to give him credit on that, let me tell you. All right. Well, the final score, once again, was the Plymouth Panthers 78 and the Ripon Tigers 73. Marty and I will then again greet you on Monday night for a girls' game here at the Ripon High School gym. The Ripon Tigers Sports Network thanks you for joining the broadcast of Ripon Tigers Sports. We also want to thank all of our sponsors who make our broadcast possible. On the Ripon channel, 987, 93.1 FM, and AM 1600, The Wave.
Yep, and we live stream on, just go YouTube, riponchannel.com.
All right, thank you for that information, and we hope that our listeners will do that, make them listeners and viewers. So, again, 78-73, Panthers over the Tigers. Thank you for listening, folks. Have yourselves a great weekend.